Hello YouTubers and welcome back to Workout Wednesday. Today I'll be demonstrating another short yoga session or yoga practice that you can do while still in bed. That's right, this is going to be a yoga progression that you can do while in bed when you first wake up. So let's get right into it. So you'll start when you first wake up. You can bring yourself into a butterfly pose, or what they would call Supta Baddha Konasana, which is basically just reclined butterfly pose. And in this position, what you're doing is you're trying to breathe out. As you breathe out, you're pulling your belly button in so that your low back creates contact with the mat underneath you. So you don't want your lower back arched. You want to try to flatten that low back against the mat. And from here, you're just going to breathe. If you can, breathe in and out through your nose. If you're having trouble with that, then try to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Doing that about 10 times. So 10 deep breaths in and out. While trying to keep your low back against the floor. You can either have your hands stretched out to the sides, palms facing up, or have them resting on your belly and rib cage. And after that 10th breath, you can bring that pillow away from your head, so removing your pillow. And you'll grab the outside of your feet. See? Grabbing the outsides of your feet here. Trying to keep the ankles over the knees. So you want to really work on opening up the hips here. Resting your head on the floor. And you're pulling your feet down, so your knees are going towards your armpits. Getting a nice good stretch here in the hamstrings, the butt muscles, and also maybe even the lower back a little bit. And again, breathing in and out 10 times. And when you've completed all 10 breaths, you can release those legs, let them come down. Flattening out your legs onto the floor for a moment. When you're breathing in and out through your nose, especially, you want to try to keep your tongue in contact with the roof of your mouth while you're breathing and doing this. Since you are kind of waking up the body and getting ready for the day, it helps to make that mind-body connection. So creating that circuit that travels up and down your body, and it helps energetically keep that tongue in the roof of your mouth as you breathe during these sequences. So the third yoga pose we're doing in the sequence, you'll take that pillow that you had, and you can roll it up as a really soft pillow. If it's a more firm pillow, you can just stick it right there underneath your bottom so your hips are elevated. Bring your palms to face up and out to the sides like a letter T, and you're going to raise your legs up so your heels and bottoms of the feet are facing towards the ceiling. Okay? So breathing here for 10 breaths. trying to flex those toes towards your shins. So you're not pointing them, you're flexing them back, really lengthening the back of the legs here. As you breathe, try to crack a smile. Try to start your day on a positive note. So just making that simple smiling as you're breathing in and out through your nose or out through your mouth kind of helps set that tone for your day. And on that last 10th exhale, go ahead and bring your legs back down. Remove that block. And you'll bring yourself either towards the edge of your bed, so your legs are hanging off, or if you feel comfortable enough to do so, you can bring yourself into a seated position with your legs folded out in front of you. I'm going to switch because I have this set up a lot. There you go. And so you should feel pretty good in the hips. They're a little woken up. So now we're going to kind of work on the shoulders and upper part of your body. You got a little bit of opening done that last round, that last pose. So now what we'll do is go into kind of wrapping to kind of stretch out the backs of the shoulders. In your tallest upright seated position, you'll take one hand right in front of you, then you'll wrap the other underneath that elbow and bring it across. And your goal is to try to get the fingers on the palm of the other hand, right? And then have that in front of your nose or even in front of your forehead. As you breathe in, raising the chest nice and high. And as you breathe out, pull that belly button in for a nice solid core. You can close your eyes in this position or keep them open, up to you. Trying to make those hands and that arm wrap as tight as possible. Right? So it's not like just barely. You want to really tighten that up and work on that stretch of shoulder mobility. Deep breathing, breathing into those tight spots, those tight muscles, and allowing them to expand with your breath. And then release and lengthen as you breathe out, finding new space, new flexibility. And then switch sides after those 10 breaths. So the other arm goes up in front first, and you'll take the other and wrap it under and around so that the fingers and the palm meet. Chest up as you breathe in, belly button pulled in as you breathe out. Nice, strong, tall, and straight seated position. You can add another element by raising your arms up a little bit. Elbows about at shoulder height, and that's makes this stretch even more beneficial or more intense. And on that 10th exhale, unwinding those arms. Staying in that upright position, letting the hands rest on your knees. Whether you're seated like this on the edge of your bed, or you decide to let your feet come down towards the floor. And you are ready to start your day. So there you have it. a series that you can do every single morning to get the blood flowing, opening up the hips, kind of lubricating and opening up the shoulder joints and kind of waking your body up from your slumber of about 8 hours, because that's a good number to try to strive for most people. Not exactly for everybody, but for most, 8 hours is a solid night's sleep and a great recharge time for your mind and your body. Thank you for practicing and watching. If you have anything you want to add, ask, whatever, leave the comments down below. If you don't feel like doing that, you connect with me on my different social media platforms. All of those links are down below. And I will talk to you all next time. Keep going and keep growing. Later.